2 years ago, I built my PC, and while I was worried about my computer running well, I also wanted it to look really cute. I think most people want a nice looking setup, and I wanted mine to look really nice. And as a result, I was introduced to the cozy gaming community. This leads into my attempt at becoming a cozy gamer content creator around 2 years ago. I was inspired by the rise of all these cozy gaming content creators, especially on TikTok. I think we've all seen the cute unboxings or the cute setup tours, and I wanted that for myself. Especially because I already play a lot of video games. I don't really describe myself as a cozy gamer, but I do play a lot of them. So why shouldn't I try it? So I did. For a good 5 months of 2022, I was relatively creating consistent content for my pages, mostly TikTok and Instagram, all centered around what I thought were cozy gaming aesthetics. I gained a whopping 61 followers between the two of them, so obviously I am very good at the content creation game. At the end of the day, I wasn't very creative with the posts I was creating, but I had a lot of fun doing it. My main struggles with being creative in terms of cozy gaming was that I felt like I didn't really have enough. I follow so many creators whose rooms just look beautiful and so stunning and very cohesive. Some even have a certain theme or color or even character. And it's not just the gaming setups, it's their entire rooms. It's all the accessories that they own. Each Switch, Steam Deck, or any other portable console have the latest skin or custom shell, or they have 5 extra custom shells. Their phone cases and the phone itself are always up to date with the latest accessories, case, and themes. And let's not even get started with the keyboards. There are so many keyboards, too many to keep up with, and they all look so cute. Off topic, but I really wanted like the little curly cord for a keyboard, and I saw this one creator who was selling one, and it was like $40 for a cord. No, I can't with that. There's the unboxing after unboxing. It feels like it's just endless unboxings all the time. I did a couple of unboxing videos, and I will probably do more in the future because they are fun to watch, but it's hard to keep up with. At the end of the day, I ran out of things to buy. After I bought all the necessities for my setups, I really didn't need anything else. Do I still want a cute skin for my Steam Deck? Yes. And will I probably get one? Yeah, but just not now. And I also know that I don't need 10 of them. My problem with these creators are not that they have the money or that they're sponsored to do these things. Get your bag. It's like the dream to be able to do that type of thing for money. But it does at times perpetuate a feeling of envy, especially when you compare your setup to other people's. And not just envy, it also just promotes excessive consumption within the gaming sphere. My next problem is that it feels like certain cozy gaming creators feel just like one big walking ad. And again, I'm not against creators getting their bag. They deserve to get paid for their work. Plus, it's hard to be able to post consistently. In general, I feel like we don't really get any breaks with cozy games, but this could be a problem in the gaming industry as a whole, not just with cozy gaming. Especially if you work with reviews. You usually need to be always caught up with releases, unless it's your shtick to review older games, which are what a lot of channels do, especially if you're just starting out. Games are getting really expensive, so it's understandable that people aren't going to buy the latest release all the time. But the fact that I see content creators posting more than 10 games a month sometimes for the new and latest cozy game, I think is insane. There are hundreds of games getting published every month, so maybe it isn't that crazy, but it just feels very excessive. And honestly, I don't really believe that all those games are good in the first place. I'm not going to pretend that I'm really into the cozy gaming sphere as of late. I really only play Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing consistently and the occasional visual novel. But I feel like it's insulting that these companies will just release things that are pretty much garbage and they expect predominantly women to buy it without a thought. Like, just because it's cute doesn't mean I'm gonna buy it, especially if it's so shallow. Also, I feel like for how many cozy games are being released, we really don't hear much about stuff that sticks. I can't really name a game in the last year that's come out that's been a standout. Maybe Botany Manor, but besides that, I really don't hear much because I feel like the things that are being released are just garbage, to put it bluntly. I'm sure some people are working hard on it, but I think a majority of these developers are working under people that just want to get in on the cozy gaming hype. And I'm not the only one who's been saying it. A lot of people have been feeling the cozy gaming fatigue, and I just hope that this will cause developers to be more conscious of what they're creating, and also for consumers to be more conscious of what they're consuming. And that's all I really want to emphasize at the end of the day, is that as consumers, we just need to be more intentional about what we buy. We don't need the latest accessories for a gaming setup, especially if we just bought new ones. If you have a case for your portable consoles, you don't need to buy a new one. With games, you don't need to buy every new game that's getting released. Just try to beat what you have. This hobby can get really expensive, so intentional buying, especially in this economy, is really important. It will be better in the long run for all of our financial health and also our mentality around the objects that we own. Also, it's just good to have more of an appreciation for what you own. I'm not saying that you need to wait for everything you have to break or be falling apart, because that also sucks. But just be thoughtful of what you're buying and really think and ponder on what you like and what you need, and what you think buying this object will add to either your environment, your life, or your mentality. Everyone's decision for buying things will be different, especially with, again, the environment we're living in. You just have to think for your own situation what you're willing to buy for your budget. I have a custom wish list on Notion, which I just put in products that I want, and I let it sit there for about a month and see if I actually want it, and it gives me some time to really think on it. Or I'll add a goal, and if I complete the goal, I'll be able to buy it, because I am very much a what's the term, like or reward. I'm a reward based person, so that stuff really motivates me. I don't buy new games unless I'm done with what I'm currently playing, though there are the exceptions, such as for physical releases that are in a limited run. There will always be moments where I just want to treat myself and I say screw the budget, because I'm not a perfect person. And don't feel guilty if you do that, because it'll happen. It always happens. But at the end of the day, it is always really satisfying when you're able to push off the instant gratification. It really feels like you were able to fight against the ad algorithm, which is always a constant battle nowadays. My main point is just to be more intentional with what we buy. Really think about what you need, and the cozy gaming community feels like a big walking ad sometimes, but I still really appreciate it. I just want to say that despite my criticisms of the cozy gaming community, I really do love what it has done for gaming as a whole. I love that women have carved out a space for themselves to feel safer within gaming, which has been, at least on the surface view, male dominated. And I'm not saying also that men can't enjoy cozy games, it's just that a majority happen to be women. But obviously, if you're a man who enjoys the occasional cozy game, then kudos to you and keep doing what you're doing. I just want us girlies to make better purchasing decisions for ourselves and for our futures, and also so we can buy games that we truly love. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's definitely more chatty, and I just wanted to make something quickly because the videos I have planned next are more in-depth in terms of gameplay and planning that I need to do. I hope what I said was clear and that I don't offend anyone. It really is it's in good faith criticism, because I think for all hobbies we need to be conscious of our consumption so it doesn't take over our lives and our space. I personally have very limited space because I am still in my childhood room, and if I buy any more I will be suffocated by boxes. Anyway, what do you guys need to buy? Do you have anything you want to buy or on your wish list currently? I currently don't really need anything besides maybe a Steam Deck skin. I've been wanting a skin for my Steam Deck since it came out, but I keep putting it off. But what I do need is new headphones, because look at these things. They are, I don't know if you can tell on camera, but they are peeling. And I've had these since I built my computer 2 years ago, and they're already falling apart, but they were cheap, so maybe I'll invest in something nicer. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one, and again, I hope you enjoyed. Bye!